4th month 1989. This HJ61 behind me is on a journey of a lifetime. 3 brothers from Germany are making their way across Australia in this beautiful beast behind me. Now these brothers are from just outside a town called Cologne in Germany. One of their brothers has been over here for about 5 years, and his other 2 brothers have come to join him in Australia to go on a trip of a lifetime. And they've chosen, I reckon, one of the best vehicles to go traveling around Australia in. And they made a good choice as well, because there's 3 of them, they've got a car each. And obviously this is the only vehicle that has not had a breakdown yet on their trip up the coast, up towards the top end of Queensland. I will say what the other cars are. One's a Mitsubishi, I think the other one's a Mitsubishi as well, and they both had problems. But this bad boy behind me here is still going strong. The 12 HT's in it. It's a little bit smoky, it's a little bit tired. Berrima Diesels went through it and just said, don't worry about it, just keep driving it. It says 320 Ks, 1,000 Ks on the clock, but I doubt that. I reckon it's done a little bit more, or it's had a really hard life. But check it out. This is how they bought it. They've had it for about 5 months now. When the 2 brothers joined their big brother in Australia, they bought this vehicle to travel. And we'll start up the front, just check it out. This is how it came. We got the ARB bull bar at the front. We got some IPF spotties up there with some additional fog lights as well. It's all going on. This thing has done some mad fool driving. They are basically hunting out all the spots up the east coast of Australia to try and destroy this thing, and not destroy it, but just use it how it's supposed to be used off-road. So there's a big winch up the front here which gets used a lot, they say. We've got the square headlights being a 1989, and the flares, because this is a VX, so it's the high top edition as well. So it's very cool. Unfortunately, it hasn't got much of the things that it would have come out with, but it doesn't matter, it's still a machine. Got a simple snorkel, and we'll go into it a bit later, but I don't really know what that bonnet scoop's doing, but because there's no intercooler on this thing at all. But airflow, I suppose, is the best thing. Moving back, we just got some like sort of factory style. They would have been a dealer fitted side step, and we've got the roof rack up here. Now they don't have the surfboards on it at the moment, but these guys they're not only searching out the full drive spots up the east coast, they're also surfing all the spots that you as a tourist should be surfing on their way up the coast of Australia. The surfboards aren't on here at the moment because it's too high to get into the underground car park, so they've had to take them off, unfortunately. It would have made for a good shot. Moving back from there, we've got the rear bar. Now I think it's a Kmart bar, you're probably going to correct me, but they've got the single spare wheel carrier around there, which gets it out from underneath, but they've also got a second spare wheel under the back, and you need it when you're traveling. These roads in Australia are really tough. They can be really, really tiring on the tyres, that's for sure. That's about the outside of this vehicle. Unfortunately, there is a bit of rust here and there. This vehicle has obviously been on the beach, or spent a fair amount of its time on the beach, because there are some bits popping through. So hopefully someone's going to take care of that very, very soon. Right, let's go inside. Actually, no, let's go under the bonnet. Got to see the mighty 12 HT. Right, so essentially there's not much going on under here. It's a 12 HT, doesn't look like it's had a lot of work. Someone's tried to get the aircon working again, but I don't think they've been very successful. The boy's saying that the air conditioning's not working. I will say there's a couple of, it's a bit of a shame really, because they've disconnected the rear aircon out the back of this, and someone's just chopped the lines and butchered it a little bit, and then just tried to get the front section working. And you know, it's just a bit of a shame. But over there, we got some really funky stuff going on. Someone's fitted, I think it looks like an 80 series master cylinder, and there is the bracket for the clutch booster as well, but the clutch booster that's bolted to it is definitely not 60 series. It looks like it's either an 80 series VX or something like that that's been adapted, because there's an adapter plate, and I've never seen it before. Yep, so tell me about the clutch booster if you know any more about it in the comments. Just above the clutch booster actually, you'll see a little device which links into inside as well. That's actually an aftermarket speed control, like a cruise control. It doesn't work, unfortunately, and the 60 series definitely didn't come with that ever. So it'd be cool to get it going again though. It'd be nice to cruise along the highway with cruise control in an old 60 series. And also, yeah, look, talking about the bonnet scoop, it's literally a bonnet scoop to try and divert some air down to the turbo to get some of that hot air out from under the bonnet. It would be cool if there was an intercooler here, but unfortunately not. Anyway, that's under the bonnet. Let's go inside. Very cool. Being a VX, it comes with some nice trims. They've seen better days, but you had all the electric windows all round. You had slightly different controls on the dash. It's very cool. It's actually still got the original Toyota single DIN stereo there, and someone's just bunged another stereo on top of it. I don't know what's going on under here. The dash is absolutely immaculate. There's not one crack in it. It's a bit of a shame that someone has screwed this cruise control to the dash just with screws, unfortunately, but it's a shame that doesn't work because it's proper retro. Oh well, whatever. Moving down from there, we've got everything you need in a four-wheel drive tourer. We've got, I don't know if they work, but we've got diff locks here, your four-wheel drive controls, and a lot of switches. I don't exactly know what all of them do. We've got a turbo timer down here. Moving back from there, like I said, under the bonnet we've got the aircon lines that have been severed. They would have come up to this ice maker, which is very desirable for the VXs and the Saharas. You can put your drinks in there and they keep them nice and cool while you're driving. Shame that's not working, and we do get asked a lot at Mr Landcruiser if we have these second hand, so you don't often see them. We've got a sunroof, which I don't think works anymore, or I dare not use it or try it because it might not ever shut again, even if I did get it open. The seats, we've got what looks like the turbo seats in here. I've got these in my 60, they're very nice. Unfortunately, they're not the spring seats that I've got in mine, but you know, still very, very comfortable indeed. We've got so they live out the back of this thing. One of the brothers lives here. He's got makeshift curtains in the back, a bed and a mattress, so the seats are all down in the back, and there's a full size mattress. So he needs his little, I don't know, like a hanger, hang his dirty washing on or his clean washing, whatever. A couple of pegs, make sure you get your pants dry and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go and open the back up and see what kind of touring setup they've got in the back apart from the bed. So I see this a lot in the 60 series. What's great about it is you can either take the seats out, the second row seats out, or you can just fold them all the way forward. I've done it in mine once. You can make a simple platform up out of some plywood, and then you've got lots of storage underneath that you can access from the back and also from the two rear doors as well. And that gives you your platform to get a single mattress in there. Full size, man. These things are comfortable now. So Dennis, one of the brothers, told me when he was looking for a vehicle to travel up the coast, he's been looking at Troopies and the like, but you know, they're really expensive. And he also said that 60 is way cooler, and I definitely agree with him. Just check out this setup. I do like the makeshift curtains in there. It's very, very cool. And I also see there's some really romantic fairy lights up there as well, which go in place of the rear aircon. Very nice touch, boys. So I'm so glad these guys came into Mr Landcruiser to show off this HJ61 behind me. They're off today. They're heading up the coast, first checking out the Glasshouse Mountains where they're going to put this thing through its paces. Then they're off to Noosa, and who knows from there. The world is their oyster. Three brothers making memories together in a fourth month, 1989 HJ61. What a beauty!